Today I would like to revisit the third commandment. It says, "You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain." Now, the first three commandments have to do with our relationship with our Creator, with the Borei Olam. Names are important because they identify us. When someone has a good name, it means that he has good character traits, good qualities. When someone has a bad name, you need to watch out for that person. Biblical names always had meaning. Like Miriam, the Hebrew root is mar, which means bitter. So if your name is Miriam, you better eat a lot of honey, make you a little sweeter. Now my name, I was given a Yiddish name at birth. The name is Pesha. It was after my great-grandmother who came from Europe. But in Hebrew, Pesha means crime. So I had to look for a new name because I don't want to walk around with people thinking I'm a criminal. Now, if I call someone a name like, you're ignorant, or you're stupid, or you're ugly, you're insulting God's creation since he breathed a part of his being into us. Remember, we're made in his image. When we swear using God's name, it is the ultimate insult. Let's be careful what comes out of our mouth. It's far more important than what we put in it. The Creator's name has 4 letters, Yud, He, Vav, He, which holds the understanding of an eternal, ethereal, timeless being. The expression, V'haya, V'hoveh V'yavo, comes from those 4 letters, and it means he was, he is, and he will always be. That's how he made himself known to us. What an amazing idea. The first time I stopped to think about who this being was, or is, that has no beginning, no end, I was just blown away. It was more than my simple mind could fathom. Now our sages tell us we're not allowed to pronounce this name. But the Torah says that Moses did. He pronounced the name as well as all the people who knew how to pronounce it. Today we're taught that we have to use other names like Adonai, Elohim, so many more, Hamakom. There are hundreds of ways to say his name so that we wouldn't abuse it. But I don't think it was meant to be taken so literally. What do you think? Now, to take someone's name in vain means to be irreverent or disrespectful, according to the dictionary. When we do something in vain, we may keep trying, but the bottom line is that deep inside we believe that's impossible to do. Now, if we relate that to the Creator, it's like saying it's impossible to trust him, to trust what he says, even sometimes to believe in his very existence. After all, our Creator has no image. He has no physical body. Where's the proof that he even exists? That kind of thinking opens the doors for us to follow other gods, which can be felt. They can be touched and seen, like gods of money, gods of power and greed. We can make even education into a god, where those who are highly educated snub those who don't have a degree. Do you know some people make their children into little gods, where they have made their children believe that they are smarter and wiser even than their own parents, who then have to bow down to the child's authority. People quote so many things that God supposedly said, but they never verify his words from the source, from the Torah. We need to read it. That's like putting words in his mouth and that he never said. Can you think of any? That's a topic of discussion. I personally hate when people put words in my mouth, don't you? Well, this week we are preparing the Torah portion, Ki Tavo, in which he warns us about what will happen to us if we choose to turn away and disobey his commandments. Sadly, we are paying the price for that. Take a look at the anarchy breaking out all over the world. Ever since we took out the 10 Commandments from our homes, our schools, our governments, our courtrooms, Don't you think it's time to bring back the 10 Commandments, to live them, and to teach them through our own example? They may seem simple, but they are not easy to do. A while ago, I sang a Hebrew song, Adon Olam, and I'd like to sing it again as it will give this message a little more meaning. This is what the words mean. Master of the universe, who reigned before anything else was created. When everything was brought into being according to his will, his name was proclaimed as king. And after everything has ceased to be, he alone shall reign. He was, he is, and he will be forever in splendor. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yetzir Nivra, Li'edasa, B'chefzo Kol, Azai Melech, Shemo Nikra, Yacharei, Kichlot HaKol, Livado, Yimloch Nora, Vehu Aya, Vehu Hovei, Vehu Yeh, B'tifara, Adon Olam Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yetzir Nivra, Le'itnasa B'chefzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'yacharei Kichlot HaKol, Livado Yimloch Nora, Vehu Aya, Vehu Hovei, Vehu Yeh, B'tifara, Adon Olam Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yetzir Nivra, Le'itnasa B'chefzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'yacharei Kichlot HaKol, Livado Yimloch Nora, Vehu Aya, Vehu Hovei, B'tifara, Vehu Aya, Vehu Hovei, B'tifara, Vehu Aya, Vehu Hovei, B'tifara, Vehu Aya, Vehu Hovei, B'tifara. Thank you for listening. Remember, he's the one who was, he is, and he will be forever, and we can rely on it and trust in him. So I hope you will not only subscribe to my channel, send it off to your friends, your relatives, maybe even your enemies. They need to listen to this message. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again.